So welcome back to Mega Man 5, and we are going to take on Proto Man's castle. I do like how his castle is like a mix of having stone and then like that medieval type architecture, and then you have Proto Man's helmet, and of course everything has to have a satellite. So that's some pretty nice aesthetics we have here. But right now what we gotta do is deal with tigers and these flying guys. And of course you gotta have tricky jumps. No castle is complete without tricky jumps. Let's see, let's just do this. And then blast away at some more tigers. The good news is the Mega Buster takes care of pretty much everything here. Okay, somehow scrolled them off screen. And fortunately I got plenty of lives to work with, and just like Mega Man 4, if you do get a game over, it's a mandatory continue option. But then again, as long as you got beat it, or as long as you got all the letters, you really didn't miss anything. So let's just get Rush Jet up. And let's just keep going here. This first stage is pretty basic. It does feature a lot of platforming, and also a lot of these guys. So you know what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the gravity hold up, and just take care of these guys the easy way. And I need to get Rush Jet going here. Okay, I was kinda worried I wasn't gonna make that one. But fortunately it wasn't too tough. I mean, this castle, as far as I'm concerned, has the best music out of, well, it doesn't have the best music, but it has pretty good music. And, let's see what I want to do here. I want it to get hit, and then I can just refill stuff. But as I was saying, I do really like the music here. It's, I find it better than any of the castle themes in Mega Man 3 or Dr. Kozak's castle. See, I want to get gravity hold back. And then, let's see, this next part should feature everybody's best friend, the invisible blocks. So, basically what I'm going to do is just take my time and then go across from the bottom. Of course, a smarter man would be rush jetting this. And here you can actually use a rush coil to cheese it. But we just decide not to do that. Oh gosh, okay, I'm in trouble here. Yep, didn't get the pattern right. So you'll just see me back when I get there. Okay, well fortunately that's a short hiatus. But still, I am actually going to take my time and learn this thing. Okay, that was an easy way to do it, but unfortunately that just didn't work out. Okay, so I want to get Rush Jet back. Oh hey, how's it going? Yeah, these guys are just gonna circle you and just pretty much do nothing. So let's just ride them all the way to the boss. And let's see, for these Proto Man bosses, you're not gonna see anything, I guess, all that different. It's gonna be modifications of what's called the Dark Man robot. And this first one just rides along like a tank. And let's see, its weakness is a water wave, and it really freaking hurts whenever it touches you. So let's just deal with him that way. Alright, well that was a pretty ugly way to start it, but we are done with Proto Man 1. And also, just like the other games, your weapon energy doesn't refill. But then again, it's not like I'm going to be using Water Wave anymore. Let's see, here we're just greeted to... And in Proto Man's second stage, there's going to be a lot more emphasis on platforming. And see, this is the stage I actually got killed the most when I was younger. You know, just because I wasn't as good at platforming. And also, I was playing this on an NES Max where the D-pad isn't really as good. I mean, it is pretty easy to screw things up. Okay, might as well get this back while we can. But yeah, I mean, when I actually switched to the regular controller, I actually had no problem beating this thing. But then again, that was years later, and obviously I did evolve a little bit as a gamer. So let's see, what I need to do here is, first things first, make these jumps, otherwise you fall into the spikes, because they are cruel like that. And see, I think I want to get gyro attack going here. And yeah, I just wanted to get rid of those guys, because those guys can drop skulls on you, and those skulls do a lot of damage. So you just don't want to get suckered into getting hit by one of those things. Let's see, crystal guys, pretty self-explanatory. Of course, that's what I do like about this castle. It's not like they throw any weird gimmicks at you, it's just pretty straightforward. Now, damn it, kinda wanted to refill my weapons with that thing. But at least I get another opportunity here. So let's see, I want to get Rush Jet, put him down, and screw up. Alright, take two. Now why weren't you jumping, Mega Man? I blame you for that one. Okay, well that was a pretty big waste of time. Of course, I am off to a pretty terrible start in this raid through Proto Man's castle. And E-Tank just in case you need it. And since I did squander a life, I do want to get that thing. Let's see, I think this is where the checkpoint would be if you end up dying. So checkpoints in this stage are pretty decent. So I don't really think you have to worry about bad checkpointing. This is definitely better than 4. And yeah, outside of that, there really isn't much else to these stages. I mean, they do go by pretty quickly, except when you screw up trying to shoot this thing. There we are. Alright, so let's just keep going here. I get this up. Let's see, what hurts this thing? Alright, that works. That does not. Well, that was really well done. Okay, somehow the game just decided to give me 2 lives as kind of a way of rewarding me for sucking so much at this part. And let's see, I almost made it up to the boss now. And see, this thing is going to be another variation of the Dark Man robot, but instead this thing's going to have a shield. And the shield is kind of rotating, even though you wouldn't be able to see it with the 2D setup the way it is, but you want to hit it when those bars are in the middle. But with the crystal eye, you can actually hit it no matter where it's set up. Yeah, that was definitely a lot easier than the first guy. Just because he doesn't run so aggressively into you. But that is the end of Proto Man 2. And will I finally beat a stage without dying? Well, let's find out. Well, I better at least beat the last Proto Man stage without dying, because that would be pretty goddamn embarrassing. But anyway, we are here at Proto Man 3, and this was about the furthest I got, just because I wasn't as good as the platforming. And this stage definitely does put a premium on platforming. Let's see, I want to get this back. And I am going to end up abusing the gyro attack a lot in this stage, just because there are a lot of airborne enemies that you have to worry about. There are also a lot of, let's see, tougher platforming situations, and you really don't want those enemies screwing with you when you're trying to make tough jumps. Okay, let's just get you going. And yeah, that's just the easy way to take care of those guys. And see, here I just need to make the jumps without going to the spikes. Oh wow, that was like the best Power Stone shot of all time. Seriously, good luck hitting anything with this thing. And here I just need to jump quick. And see, I did make it to a checkpoint, and say, wait, I'm not sure if I got to a checkpoint yet. Okay, how do I want to attack this thing? Let's just do this the simple way. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. narrow jumps, or narrow platforms, and enemies trying to knock you off. Definitely not a winning combination. So let's just keep going here. And what I do like about this stage in particular is that... Okay, that just did not go the way I wanted it to. Although the good news is you can actually farm as much as you want as long as you can shoot the ball in time. So that's always a nice thing. And see, here I just need to shoot that guy. That's like a lot simpler than that than I thought that was going to be. And now here we have our homage to Super Mario World with trying to follow these blocks. And see, to get these things you have to jump from the edge, but I unfortunately could not do that. And my train was passing by, so I had to keep going. Which unfortunately saddens me, but well, that's just the way these games go. And yeah, I did end up abusing the heck out of the gyro attack there, and that is definitely something I end up using a lot in this castle. Oh god, this was not smart. Well, fortunately, Beaton was there to bail me out. So let's just keep going here. Oh gosh, hit him! Thank you! Yeah, unfortunately I put myself in a pretty tough spot there. And almost ended up getting my ass killed because of it. Let's see, how do I want to attack this? Yeah, let's see, we'll just do this the easy way. And let's see, there's gonna be another jumping guy here. Okay, that definitely went a lot easier than I thought it would. But here we get another World 5 Fortress thing to go by. And of course, it's complimentary with these guys trying to drop on me. But fortunately, the gyro attack takes care of these guys in one hit, so they are definitely a lot easier to take care of this time around. And now that we're done with that, let's just head over to the third boss. Let's see, this guy is a little bit different. What he does is he has this cannon, and besides shooting at you, obviously, what he also likes to do is use these rings and freeze you. And I think I can actually get him in a loop and just keep getting him to fire his rings at me. Also, if you jump too early, those rings will follow you, so just be aware of that. Well, hey, I beat a stage without dying. Good for me. So now we're off to the final Proto Man stage. And of course you gotta wait for the whole thing to reveal. I also like how the Proto Man helmet stays here. Okay, well this part you just have to break the blocks accordingly. And just not get impaled by spikes. And also that one on the bottom supports the rest of them, so just be aware of that. So just shoot the top ones first and then get going. That one you do have to slide under, so it's not really that tough to figure out. Wait, what? Fuck's sake. Went too early. Alright, I'll just see you at the boss. Okay, now that we're here after that amazing display of brilliance. There's an odd sounding whistle. What's going on here? And now both guys are confused. And it turns out Proto Man was being framed. And that's just a life tank. This guy's pretty simple. He has the same shield as the other, or the second boss. And then he likes to shoot at you. And just like before, you have to hit it when the shield is near the middle. Of course, you could also use or you could also just wait for him to disperse his shield. And just repeat the pattern here. And yeah, that's really all there is to these bosses. They are very simplistic, which is Something that is kind of unfortunate with these set of bosses. And with that, the Dark Man robot is dead. And after I bungled through Proto Man's castle, now we get some plot. And it turns out Dr. Wily was just getting back at Proto Man for betraying him in Mega Man 4. And Proto Man just wasn't having any of that. And from what I understand, this is the first time Dr. Wily actually kidnaps Dr. Light, so it is at least somewhat interesting for the story, though. But with all that said, we are here at Dr. Wily's, we get Dr. Wily's trademark ship, and his eyebrows. Gotta have those eyebrows. But here we are seeing Dr. Wily's new castle. I do kind of like this castle music. I think overall my favorite one would probably be Mega Man 10. Oh, hey, that was pretty nice of them. Well, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and call the video, so join me next time as I hopefully not suck as much and take out Dr. Wily. See you next time.